Team. Put it in with me other pins.
I'm not a paid sponsor.
Oh, I see him.
You'll see where I go, but it's right here. It's drilled into the wood. Let's check it out.
No longer bit here. We need the degaussing wire. And I could just do that, but I'm also curious to see what's underneath this bad boy, so let's do that.
I don't have much by way of extensions. This is just my first lot of tools I bought for all this. So I guess we'll get an extender. Put it on the extended one. Cause unless we want to just keep daisy chaining this, which I don't want to do.
Got another thing. It's a little insecure there. Cheer up, bud. You're doing great. You're my favorite grandchild. Quit being so insecure. Don't you ever forget your pa loves you. Screwdriver. Enough of these games. Drill bit.
I don't know what you call it when the thing goes like this, but it like sits like this. Keyholes. I don't know what you call it. But I do so very much reckon that this is the case.
Tell you, if I never tried things I didn't know, I wouldn't know just as much as I do now. That's a fact. Oh, be careful. So, should be able to. 1, 2. The degaussing wire is stuck, so I gotta detach it. Brute force. If I was doing the right way, I'd get this one out first, but who cares? Made my decision. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Something fell. I've made a decision. I will do it the correct way, because it really seems to work better that way when you do it the right way. I don't really know why. Peanut butter and chocolate. Sometimes there ain't no two ways about it. Eat your vegetables, all that other fun stuff. Sure you heard this all before from your pa, but what else am I here for? Not to remind you. I don't know where my drill bit went. Where'd my drill bit go? Golly, what a mess. It's one too many. They say it's for easy retrieval, but I think
When they say easy retrieval, they mean easy for animal hands, not gloved animal hands. So, I appreciate the effort nonetheless. This is your transistor. You are not in Kansas anymore. Apparently this thing you don't want to disassemble. Look at that, look at that fat. I would hope that's copper. I ain't supposed to disassemble it, but I'm not trying to take that piece of copper right there. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with this too much, from what I hear. It can cause serious bodily harm, up to and not excluding death. Useless plastic on this. Plastic! These look like some dials. I would imagine if this were 1989, this would adjust some sort of setting on the television, but heck if I know what that is. Looks like Gato says another board. Don't see no screws, but certainly don't mean there ain't none. Oh, would you look at that? Got some plastic on the pliers. If yeah, there we go. Check that out. That's a little mesmerizing, huh? You are going to sleep. You are queen of the universe. The waves part beneath you. Oh, my loins. Degloving is when the skin gets ripped from your hands. By the way, it's an actual thing. Messy stuff, that. Wouldn't recommend it. I did that when I was younger. It was a bad idea. What's that from? Let me know in the comments below. People don't want to just see this. Here's my wrist for 2 hours. The back of my hand. So I guess a little tough. Had trouble with the first one I did. Okay, got it. Got it. This one has copper washer. Be worth saving, but I don't know where the other one went. Oh, there it is. 2 copper washers. Goes in the copper bin. It's my e-waste bin impersonation for the day. Look at this. This is nice. This is where the coax went in. Now it's in a plastic housing, this little doohickey. There are some resistors, which I have found recently. Some of them, if you break off the tips, the cap is lined with gold sometimes. So I'm gonna start saving all of these, and we'll just throw that one in with the plugs. Got me a plug bin. If you're gonna risk electrocuting yourself, it's probably not worth the at most pound of copper in this. It's not worth a hospital bill. Even though these do look like, hold on, here we go. Do as I say, not as I do. It's coming apart, so I gotta take it. I gotta finish the job. Look at that. I don't know what's in there. And to what would be the purpose? There's 2 of them in there. Only one of them came out. It's translucent. Is it just a piece of film? I'm putting it in with the gold just in case. Sort it later. Got the other one out. It almost looks like a SIM card, but it's definitely translucent. So we'll hold on to that one too. I've gotten magnets out of, I don't know, a ceiling fan. This thing right here. I mean, I'm not gonna break it open because I don't want to take off my gloves, but I think there's a magnet inside of this. But it's not magnetic. I don't know if it's magnetic, we'll try it. If it's not, we'll throw it out. And if it is, we'll probably still throw it out, so everybody wins. Perfect cylinder. Just kidding, there's extra crap on it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just graphite? because it definitely looks like a metal, but anyway, whatever. Whatever. Still haven't figured out the proper way to get these boards out if you haven't noticed, but bear with me. I mean, look at this. This is just absurd. Look, just that whole. These things are almost like cities. You just look into this like a metropolis. How often do you get something that's like that? It's a shame I broke it a little, you know, but it's like borderline 3 walls of circuitry. It's just so absurd, and I love it. And it's loaded. This one, not so much. This one. Oh, look at all that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. But yeah, just. It almost looks like something out of Blade Runner. It makes the perspective just makes you. Just the mountain of circuitry and everything. I mean, you could fit everything that's on here in something this big nowadays, you know, which. Thanks, Grandpa. Anyway, that's a good board. And now for the creme de la meme. Oh no. That's loaded. Tin right there. Look at that. I mean. Admire that for a second. It's just never been touched by a human hand on the inside. Look at how clean that is. You can kind of see what it looked like when it was new. You see these old electronics in a new perspective, kind of. I don't even want to touch it. It's just like a beautiful paint job. Wow. This thing is mounted in. I don't even think you could see that high. Can you see down here? Thing of beauty. Got a spring in there. That's cool. I broke the spring. Degaussing wire. Wow, this is quite a bit too. Look at that. Because around the outside it looks like it's like a giant figured whatever 17. Because this is, after all, the creme de la meme. Cool. No grill in the frame, I like that. Now let's see if we can do it without knocking over the camera. Everybody that scraps these CRTs, this is what they go for, is the yoke and the degaussing wire. I will be entirely honest. I don't know what a gaussing wire is for. Something electrical, right? But, I mean, I can feel it right now. This is really, look at this. Just, you can pretty much form it. That is solid. Solid copper. Yapper. Some electrical tape on it. How kid you? How sweet of them to throw in some tape. Just they don't make them like they used to. I underestimated my own strength. Sorry. I'll do it again. this is a heck of a lot of wire. Give yourself a good haul here. Remember Alice? This is a song about Alice. Does copyright claim apply if you sing it yourself? This here is a treat. Alright. Got the chips out. We dropped a beautiful MLCC down there. He may ride forever beneath the streets of Boston. He's the tantalum capacitor that never returned. He's the capacitor that never returned. Alright, I'll put a picture of this in the video. In case anybody's interested, might as well preserve the history a little bit, right? Me? Oh, look at that. Almost missed those chips in the front. Looks like they got a... Looks like they might have some gold or something on them. There's a switch right there too. We want to recap what we got. We got this board, this board. Alright, this is the first CRT TV I have stripped down. Got some interesting stuff. In terms of boards, really not a lot. There may be one more I'm missing, but sheer quantity, there's only 5 or 6 boards. Got the yoke, all that copper. It's all lined the outside. Got the degaussing cable, which this alone is at least 2 pounds, maybe a kilo. So maybe one day I'll melt that down into a copper bar, sell it. But I would say, other than the copper from the cables and the yoke, really the biggest claim is just all of these tantalum capacitors, which I sure hope this one and this one and this one and this one are all tantalum capacitors, because that would be a fantastic haul. That would be a fantastic space haul. And yeah, if these are indeed tantalum, in with the copper we got, and just the sheer fun of tearing this thing apart, I'd say it was worth it. Folks, if you watch this far, I commend you and I thank you. Stay tuned for more, and have a good day.